Oh, we're back. Reconnection successful. Isn't that fun? Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. We're back again with some more Shopify Rizzlers versus Your Nightmare is Over action. Still not quite sure what's going on tonight. I actually ran some internet speed tests during the downtime. See, hey, maybe it's my internet. No, they're fine. They were completely fine. I had a very stable upload, very stable download. So again, everything else is working just fine. It's either Twitch's server itself or my connection to the Twitch servers. Those are the only two variables in question. It has to be one of the two. The question then becomes which of the two it is. Now, in general, ever since I moved into this new place, I've had zero loss on Twitch. And I have been streaming, fairly regularly on Twitch, so I'm not quite sure what's going on that changed things tonight. I'm going to assume it's a. They marked the wins wrong. Why do they mark the wins wrong? Why do these morons mark the wins wrong every time?
Just stream back up.
Yeah, it's back up.
I can't drop the N word.
Dude, do you plan on it anyways?
Yeah, I was gonna say Night Stalker, but now I can't. Shit, now your stream's banned, sorry.
So why was Bruce yelling again?
Um I think my neighbor came home and Bruce has gotten really protective of Wayne. Because Wayne's tiny still.
I see. Alright, so we have an Elder Titan, apparently Flying Nightmare, who is in our Twitch chat, is standing in, even though he's actually joking about it, but interesting. It's something you don't see very often, this team picking ET. Again, even though they had a noted ET player last season, it was banned out a lot, so it didn't really happen too often.
What is Diesel the
No,
ET player?
Flying Nightmare was the ET player, but it's
Oh.
probably Reed or Shane now, one of the two. Looking at the heroes in question, I mean, first phase bans Tree, Lena, Undying, Brood, 5 pick Furion, 6-7 Pango DP, 8 Tiny. Second phase bans Ursa, Brewmaster, Magnus, Bloodseeker, Lich, Enigma. That's a lot of Reed bans so far in this draft. And the 15 ET, 16 Snapfire. We're waiting on that 17 pick from KU. And again, it's Marcy, the anime lady, is back. The lady of long arms. She is the Nike waving inflatable arm tube woman, though she also does 13 billion damage, so a little more effective than a inflatable tube. Yeah, any thoughts on the draft so far?
I'm interested to see where these heroes go in the draft because Natures can play one or three. It's not really played mid anymore. Tiny obviously can be played mid or four. Snapfire can go 5-3 or mid. Marcy can go fucking everywhere. I don't know. So I don't know what's going on with their draft yet. But it looks decent. Then on the flip side, you have the Pangolier again, which might be it's definitely rough into the Tiny, as you saw from last game. If the Tiny gets farmed enough, he can blow you up. But it's also very rough into Nature's Prophet, because if you hit the 20 talent, you can actually just leash him during his roll if you time it properly. But you have the Death Prophet, who shouldn't get blown up. There's a lot of burst damage, but there's also a lot of melee strength heroes, so she should be able to get a lot of her health back. And the Elder Titan into Nature's Prophet should be able to get a lot of damage from that from all the treants. And it might be good setup for this Pangolier and also now this Primal Beast.
Yeah,
But
again, it's gonna be a lot of brawling this game. It is how it goes nowadays. A lot of brawling in general in Dota, but
yeah, they saw the game where Shopify Rizzlers almost shut out the Squid Hobbs team, and Now they're scared. They just want to get a couple kills at least.
They marked the wins wrong, Artorius.
I know.
I'm still mad about it.
It was the first thing I heard when I came back. Well, I heard you complaining about it while I was getting a snack because I have wireless headphones, but
I have standards. I have standards. Twitch is not meeting them, so are the lobby hosts. They're also not meeting them. I think I'm more upset with Twitch though tonight.
yeah.
I might honestly just run the stream afterwards after this series and just straight up have everything be muted and deafened, just see what happens. It's like a stress test. Just to troubleshoot what went wrong today, you know what I mean?
Well, make sure to turn it off before you watch porn tonight.
I mean, I'm probably gonna have it be captured from the RuneScape window, so it's not gonna, be like a browser capture, you know.
And don't zoom in too far. People might start furiously masturbating at your female character.
Bro, I'm wearing like Carol's and Nate's not face guard. Nobody can masturbate to that.
You'd be surprised people masturbate to Thurgo.
There's no
Red
fucking
berry
way.
pies.
There's no way.
Have you not seen the lady sucking Thurgo's head? It's hot as fuck.
Oh my god.
I
There's
can't
no
say that
way.
with a straight face.
You're killing me, Artorius. You're genuinely killing me. You're causing me.
Have you done the birthday event yet?
I've not. Where is it? Where do you start it?
You started in Lumbridge, but Thurgo's in it.
Thurgo?
Yeah, he's in it. He bakes a red berry pie.
Whoa! He bakes it himself?
Yeah, the only problem is it's a cake baking competition.
Oh, you spoiled the event. What can you do? We got some more bands, by the way. We got Naga, Void, Timber, Centaur. You spoiled the only important part of it.
There's a bunch of Easter eggs and it's great.
We are at 23 pick for the Rizzlers. Didn't they have 23 pick last game? Why do they have 23 pick? I guess they won the first pick, but I'm guessing
they did have 23 picks. Their first pick Undying last game.
Mm-hmm. I guess they really want a first pick, and then they got the first pick. So didn't we just see them play these exact heroes pretty much? I swear, we've seen them. I mean, I think we've seen every hero on the Radiant side this game already. Furion and Snapfire were on the Nightmares Overside, and then Tiny, Marcy, Zeus were played by the Rizzlers.
I mean, at least they didn't pick the same 4 heroes.
Who would ever do that in the last game?
It's crazy.
Especially the same 4 ineffective melee.
And in the same order, too.
Those who know, and those who don't know think we're so stupid right now.
Those who know still think we're so stupid right now.
Yeah, but true. They know why I say the words that I do. Instead of like, why is he saying these things? There's no way.
Why? We gotta know why it's not stupid, Patrick? Because we won. So it doesn't matter.
That's not how it works, but okay. We have the last pick of the draft, and it's Templar Assassin for Ultra Gunner.
Is they mid Zeus this time?
Yeah, it'll be mid Zeus. I'm guessing carry Marcy offlane Furion. Yeah, it will be. So that way you have the chance to break the refraction in the lane. And again, they actually have good means of breaking that refraction. Between the Treants and the Avalanche, there's a lot of damage instances to break the refraction. Question then becomes, is Shane on the ET going to be able to man up enough to win that lane? Mid lane is Zeus versus Pango, boring lane. Then bottom lane will be Marcy Snap versus DP. Mine will be. If there wasn't DP in this lane, it'd be a really fun lane, but DP kind of ruins everything, so what can you do?
I do like the Primal Beast 4 and the DP 3. I think it's a good combination. Similar to like a Clock DP or like Earth Spirit or other things like that. Just the same idea. You kind of just want to go in and do a little bit of damage. Your DP should do the rest. And you're capable of keeping the other heroes off of the DP, so.
Yeah, I agree. I think I prefer the Shopify Rizzlers draft this time. Who do you guys? Who do you prefer, Artorius?
I think I prefer the Shopify Rizzlers draft as well. The only problem I could see is the ET TA lane versus the tiny Nature's Prophet lane. I think that could really go either way. Either you have the TAs able to deal with the treants with the side blades, and the tiny gets out traded by the Elder Titan getting extra damage from the treants for Astral Spirit, or you have the tiny out trading the ET with this toss avalanche and tree grab, if he does go tree grab, and the Nature's Prophet just shoving down your tower in the first like 8 minutes of the game. So I feel like that will be a big component of whose draft comes out on top for the early stages of the game.
I know a lot of good like Nature's Prophet players in the offlane will micro their treants onto the 5. A lot of 5s can't handle treants hitting them. ET is not a particularly high armored hero, so maybe that'll be the idea: is you just split a treant or two on the Nature's ET, and then it just allows Tiny to win those trades.
I just realized why they put Tiny on 4.
Why would that be?
Never mind. No, I don't realize that. I'm just an idiot. I'm like, oh, the Elder Titan will remove all of Tiny's bonus armor, but no, it's base armor reduction, not bonus armor reduction. I'm an idiot. Just ignore me.
I just want to point out the it's not. I think I'm not sure if it's considered like a banner or a logo or whatever. But like the actual like spray on the floor for this team. Look at this. Look at the radiant fountain real fast. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this masterpiece. Look at this.
Yes.
Masterpiece. This is amazing. This is actually
Wait,
amazing.
they don't have any base banners. What?
Yeah, I don't know. They need to get Teddy on that one or something, but
I'm pretty sure I made our base banners the meme that Andy Bendy made with the herbivore and the boyfriend looking at the herbivore instead of the girlfriend. I think it's like condensed, but that's what I made it. So
yes. So what are the other banners? No, okay. So the other team has some floor banners.
they also have banners.
It's like unreadable though. It's like all like text in the. How am I supposed to read all this text? It's so tiny. Wait, can I like?
You know what else is tiny?
What?
Manlets. Manlets are tiny.
Leave the manlets alone. They suffer enough.
That's the first time I've ever heard you not join in on manlet chirping.
They already have to be manlets. You gotta leave them alone. You know, I'm trying to look at banners right now. All right, I've zoomed in with showcase mode. I think I can see it now. Stop nightmaring Mr. Lens. Let him cook.
Right, I could have told you it was that.
Oh.
I saw it in the lobby chat.
I mean, it's an idea that works. It's just there's literally not enough space for this to work. You know, like it's a little bit too tiny. It's not enough real estate space for all this text. You know. Is that a Bloodseeker Courier?
Yeah, the TA has it. Yeah.
Ultra Gunner Junior.
It's Junior. Okay.
My lord, Ultra, please. Happy birthday from Jinx. Oh, never mind. That's okay then.
Don't worry, Badger. My courier's more based.
Oh, are we back? Are we back? Is it Mike? Is yours still Mike the Delivery Frog?
Yeah, it's still on Esquire.
Okay. What was it? If you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of Shopify Rizzlers taking on Your Nightmare is Over. Do not believe the yellow markers. It was a game 1 Rizzlers victory. And now game 2 Your nightmare is over. Look to equalize it at a 1-1 draw. My name is Badger. I'm joined by the one, the only Season 4 League Lads champion and my current teammate, Artorius. And hopefully we are in for a fantastic game number 2. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm sad. I'm trying to look at everybody's effigies. There's only like 3 effigies in the entire game, and none of them are that great.
I mean, effigies are kind of dead, sadly. I mean, even though they're there, they're dead, you know?
I think I bought a couple off the market a while ago just to make more.
I miss. I mean, effigies are fun, but they're just kind of dead now, sadly. Nobody really looks at them. I mean, there's a reason why a certain pro player had like a racial slur in his effigy for like 3 years and nobody even noticed. Where it's like, oh yeah, it's a problem, isn't it?
Who had that?
Lelis. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. But literally nobody noticed for years. It was just there. Nobody even noticed. That's how little people look at effigies.
And the observers can just step up their game.
Usually you look at other things first, right? You look at obviously the things in the screen. You look at like, banners and cosmetics and couriers, and then finally you look at effigies. That's the last thing you look at, right?
No, I always look at couriers and effigies. I love effigies.
You're different though. You're built different. You're some kind of weirdo apparently.
I'm surprised the Dire did this. They blocked the Radiant lane bottom, which stuck their own lane under tower. However, that gives a whole free lane of experience to this Marcy.
And it really didn't make the equilibrium that much better either. I mean, it's about where you'd expect it to be normally, so it's a little bit further to the north, but not by that much. I guess the idea is every little space you get for PB Trample is a gain, but he's actually not really winning these trades right now. I mean, he's trading around evenly, actually.
Yeah, but the issue is for the Radiant there is that KU stopped hitting the creeps in order to trade there. I guess he does have no regen. He is throwing out 3 more tangos, but he is out of regen for now, so KU can kind of freely farm this wave a little bit. Only has a DP pressure on him. Top lane Malefic's getting gone on though.
Yeah, it is a lot of damage though, not quite enough to kill him. There's also a little bit of tipping in the bottom lane as well. Manfight's continuing down at the trample, but it's Diesel who dies first, giving the first blood to the Shopify Rizzlers' side. And Reed will not be able to get vengeance. Not quite yet.
Kobe did also ferry out 3 more tangos, so he's able to feed some to KU here. Get him back up on health.
That is your job sometimes. You buy the tangos, you give the tangos. That's Dota 2 for you. Bottom lane, dispose on Reed. Reed will attempt to trample, but eventually his life will be lost. One more from KU will do the job with that rebound. And Diesel is not level 2, so no Siphon counterplay. Simply to walk away from KU.
Yeah, like, that's what I meant. Like, you gave a whole lane of experience to KU, and then you die while the enemy creeps around a tower, and now he just has a level on. You sure you get the creep wave where you want it, so you can, in theory, play more aggressively, but he has a level on you. So it's a lot harder to play more aggressively when his spells are just now better than yours.
Yeah, especially early on in those like safe lane 2v2s. It's so important to have, your level 2 first, your level 3 first. There's major advantages. In this case, it was the Rizzlers who got that advantage. Again, right now, both of these members are level 2 in the bottom lane. Diesel, he's still not 3 yet. Reed's not 3 yet. So again, if there's a little more resources, mana, and HP wise, I'm sure KU and Kobe would be manning up right now, but not the case right now.
You also have this problem in the current Dota 2 patch where the jungle is just so good that you can kick the shit out of a carry. Well,
bottom lane, KU will have to stick on up to survive. Jungle is not that good, by the way, right now.
Well,
it's notoriously shit right now, actually. It's the worst it's been in Dota history.
It's not that it's so good, it's just that it's pretty hard to invade until you take a tower, and then carries just have so many, like, farming items are so fucking meta right now, they just recover. So you kick the crap out of a carry, and then they just recover. Unless it's like a Slark or something, he's not going to recover very well. But the laning phase, sure, it extremely matters, but XP almost matters a little bit more than how well you farm it right now.
Yeah, pretty much every carry, if they're able to stay, want to stay, they leave because they have to leave. They don't want to leave. This is offlaners do more damage and have more HP most of the time, so they have to leave sometimes. Whether it's to the
Yep, like,
jungle or to the enemy safe lane, you don't want to leave. You'd rather stay.
you'd rather stay, sure, but you have to win both your top and your bottom lane to really force a carry out. So if you're letting you this enemy carry get a bunch of XP, then you're in a bad spot.
Big dive bottom lane. Both supporters quite injured. It seems like both may die. Siphon from Diesel. He's going to give his life to bring down Kobe, but he might die as well. KU still manning up, but the big stick from Diesel will keep him alive. And now Diesel wants to kill KU. KU has disposed. Meanwhile, top lane Tyrant looked at the bottom lane. Crypt Swarm will not kill KU quite yet. Both will die. Diesel gets the XP. Across the map, 3 for 2. 2 for 2 in the bottom lane where DP won the trade, but overall across the map, certainly good with that 3 for 2 with the Tiny dying as well. So a lot of action in both side lanes.
I feel like you are very scared as the Radiant right now. This TA is getting a lot of farm and a lot of levels.
TA is doing really well. Pango's about to be online. And DP, who was having a rough game, is suddenly now ahead of the Marcy by a good bit. So, yeah, it's suddenly really bad. It's looking like I might be 0-2 on draft predictions tonight. What can you do?
I mean, the draft is the whole game. It's not just the laning phase.
Yeah, you're right. But we are seeing in the river a 2-on-2 fight. Tiny may be left to die, however. Shield crash slows, stomp. Does not come through from Shane, but doesn't seem to matter. At this point, ET has closed the gap, and that instead it's bottom where the action happening as well. Trample forward, Diesel going in as well, but it's Corny TP's in on the Zeus. He has that ult. He wants to kill on Reed. He can now wand and unleash the ulti to bring down Shoppa. And now he'll have the Diesel who's siphoning up on 3. Kobe is low, and KU will dispose a way to break that siphon. Shane TP's in as well. The fight is over. Good rotation from Crony. Nice kill to get there, but it's only a kill on Reed, not the one on Diesel.
It looks like Mr. Lenz wants to punish Crony here for this, but he doesn't really have any mana to do it.
And there's still more fighting bottom lane, where again, it's Reed TPing back on in. He'll onslaught forward, looking for Snap, trampling on both. Snap sticks and cookies away with the raindrops. It actually gets away temporarily. It's got a lot of hits on Shane. KU's now manning up, and what just happened?
My Dota kicked me out of the game. It's not Twitch, it's Dota TV. Let's go. Damn, all these things seem to end in TV, and they're all terrible. But now I get to see Odin toddle, so.
Are we back?
We're
back. Did I miss anything important? Hopefully not.
I don't think so.
It's been a rough night tonight. It's been a really rough night. I am not enjoying myself. And usually when I cast, I enjoy myself. See, it's been a rough night. Or bottom lane fight going on, mid lane as well. Mid lane, the dive has ended back to the bottom lane. It's a 2-on-2 fight going on. KU is not 6 quite yet, so it seems like Diesel will get away.
You know what I didn't think about? Is the sheer amount of global presence this Radiant team has. They can just Wrath of Nature you and Thunder God's Wrath you. So if you start diving too hard now, they can just kill you from across the map. You may think you have the bonus, like you have the advantage against the enemy team while you're ganking them, and then you just get dealt like 600 damage.
Yeah, it's a very strong spell right now, especially at the stage of the game. It's a good time to be foreplay. Problem is, Foreplay might just be gone on top lane. There's two fights breaking out, both in the side lanes. Foreplay, the first target, gets rolled on. He'll attempt to TP away, but he gets canceled immediately. He, of course, can go for it again, but it seems like, yeah, easy kill there. Meanwhile, bottom lane, the fight seems to be happening there as well. It's a wrap around on Diesel, perhaps. Malphite has the angle, but he doesn't want to go in quite yet. He's waiting for KU to hit the 6. Problem is, at this point, if they're taking his XP, KU will not be 6 anytime soon, so... No fight
And
bottom.
now your top lane tower's dying too.
It's
Not that it matters as
it's
much,
not good at
but
all. Yeah, I mean, it's never good
that's
to
your
lose a tower.
triangle.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a TP again, top lane by Foreplay. Vulture will correction. The creeps will last hit that tower. Bottom lane, Malphite wants to run on in, has 2 points in the avalanche, but again, walk away by Diesel and Reed. A-OK there. They're gonna be completely fine. Man, KU just got his 6, but perhaps it's too late. Tiny is now rotating away from the lane.
Whereas Tiny's looking a little bit lost right now. Like, he went bottom and he didn't do anything, and now he's just walking underneath the dire wards, and he's kind of just walking back and forth. Unsure of whether he wants to help the mid lane or if he wants to help the bot lane. And top lane's already dead, so...
At this point, I mean, this is the minute 10 siege unit time. This is where things get interesting, because obviously both these teams want to capitalize on that minute 10 siege unit, but again, easier said than done sometimes. Seems like the mid ones will die, but it's usually the side lane ones that stay alive a little bit longer. The dire one is on the way. Diesel has the Exo, and again, it's a great opportunity to grab that second side lane tower, that bottom side T1. Will be a trade more than likely. Wait a minute. Malefic TP's in. Mr. Lenz is set up on the west side of the fight. He's under a sentry ward, however. Now, we want to go on Crony. Crony has been pulverized. Mr. Lenz is there, and Zeus most certainly no longer will be there soon. The roll continues. Those Zeus very far to wander out, but it does not matter. Over to the west side, the east side of the fight is DP with Exo breaking down KU. They wanted to go on DP with 4 heroes. It didn't even matter. They only turned to 1-for-1. It's their care for the offlaner. Now Mr. Lenz is still quite strong right now. Foreplay TP's in. Kobe is dead, and now it's Malefic trying to run down Mr. Lenz. Has Avalanche in 2 as Reed tramples down Foreplay, and with that swashbuckle as a dead Foreplay. They head over to the Tiny, the last remaining man on Shopify Rizzlers. Pulverizes up once again, and just like that, it's a full 5-man wipe. Easy team fight win there for your nightmare is over. That fight just felt easy to you for Dire, right?
Yeah, they just have the level advantage and the hero advantage, I'd say. Like, their heroes are just stronger in the early game, especially if they don't have Zeus there. Zeus is the majority of their early game damage, and he just wasn't there. You have a maxed out Spirit Siphon on DP. She just didn't die to 4 heroes.
Look at DP. She's tanking the tower just to ensure the siege unit remains alive. Again, prioritizing the push. Problem is, they may kill her. Problem is, she's a mech. And about to kill the Tiny anyway. So in the 1v2, she gets the solo kill, allowing time for her teammates to arrive. And again, with the dire, the siege unit is still there. Kobe has been shield crashed. He's been trampled upon. He's been brought down. And Diesel's still tanking in the tower. It's going to be an easy T1 thanks to that siege unit kept alive. That'll be 2 towers for your nightmare is over. And for Shopify Rizzlers, their nightmare is just beginning.
Yeah, you have this problem where the Marcy wants to play top lane, but she's trying to play bottom lane to defend her tower, and then you just lose this fight. So it sets her farther back from her Battle Fury. And then while your 2 supports are trying to defend this tower, you can't even go make a play on another lane because you don't have your supports with you. Right, they're trying to defend this tower. They both get killed, so your Nature's Prophet just ends up jungling because he doesn't want to go top lane. That's where his Marcy is. He doesn't want to go mid lane because there's an Elder Titan standing there who can just stun him and then he can get TP'd in on. So you're just in this terrible situation where your bottom lane's getting taken and you can't do anything about it.
According to Dota Plus, 76% chance to win for Your Nightmare is Over. Quite the high odds. And as it as it currently goes, we're looking at KU still pushing in that top lane, though as that happens, there's some movements from Your Nightmare is Over. Diesel has the XO once again, and Nick's still in hand, so maybe in for another fight quite soon, as we see a trample bottom lane from Reed on top of Malefic. He'll toss away the trampling Primal Beast, but Mr. Land's arriving. It'll be a very nice kill there. His 5th kill of the game. He's 5-0 with 3 on the angle there. I'm assuming you're still muted, so at this point we're going to see the top D1.
Oh, I am back
perhaps. Welcome back, but we're seeing the top D1 getting bashed on down by KU. He finishes that one, but as that happens, it may just be Roshan time. Ultra Gunner, the Templar Assassin, has a Desolator finished. He has melded it twice, so Roshan is just instantly free. This is around with an avalanche on 3. A good turn if they get some kills, and they'll bring down Diesel. DP is dead. TA is running. He's incredibly low, but it's a 2-man stomp into a 2-man splitter into a 2-man roll. The team by God, Mr. Lenses dies. Right click down by Foreplay. And just like that, Roshan was not free. The damage was massive, but the counterplay was good enough. Now it's Reed. His onslaught canceled by Avalanche. He's still trampling on. The Roshan's being focused down. KU's hitting Roshan's low, and KU will get it. Reed is dead. It's maybe instead it's no longer Shopify Rizzlers in the Nightmare. They have reflected it and given it back to the dire side.
Malefic goes from running around like a headless chicken to just like making his team come back into the game.
Speaking of Malefic, he mans up with DP. And he's still alive. The tower's going to kill DP. DP is dead. The trade is for Zeus. Ultra brings down Snapfire. It's chaos in the middle lane. Pandemonium. Malefic has an avalanche, but he's just dead again. What is going on right now? What is actually going on right now?
Chaos. Absolute chaos.
There's the pulverized bottom lane as well. It's now Foreplay in danger. The Meld Strike will easily finish his life. This is non-stop pop-prop right now. It's just action everywhere you look. And again, it's now Your Nightmare is Over with the 5k net worth lead, though it's KU with 2 lives ready to go still.
Yeah, you have this situation where they win this Roche fight, and it's the perfect fight for them. They're down like 7k net worth, and they get a full Snapfire ulti on 3 heroes. So yeah, they win the fight, and then they go to the mid lane, and they're like, we can defend this. We just won the fight. And sure, they kill the DP, but you're in this situation where you don't have Snapfire ulti, which was the main reason why you won the last fight, and you try and commit to defend this tower, and you just die. You just don't respect how strong the enemy heroes still are, despite winning this Roche fight.
Well, wraparound smoke gank runs into Mr. Lens. Mr. Lens turns, but he's instantly dead to Wrath of Nature. The trade is for Crony. It's a 1-for-1 mid-trade. Malefic is low. Reed is dead. Malefic is dropped, so is Shane. It's a big pull away by Malefic. Foreplay mans up to bring down the ET. And now it's Artorius running away. KU will be cooking forward. TP in by Foreplay. Diesel arrives with the mech, with the EXO, but it might not matter. TA is dead. It's Diesel in a 1vx situation. She'll bring down Foreplay. Now mans up with KU, but the EXO is so much damage. Malefic, Avalanche, toss, huge damage from Tiny. That's a full 5-man life again, and now it goes back once again. It's now another teamfight win for the side of Shopify Rizzlers.
No, I'm going to say something that might sound oddly familiar. The Dire did not respect how strong the Radiant heroes were.
As that happens, it's a dead Marcy in the river. That's 1 life lost, but where's the backup? Mr. Lens is still rolling. The stomp. Okay, the roll just ended and the stomp was missed. But with 2 missed stuns, KU gets away.
The Radiant go to make this wraparound defense, and for some reason, the Dire think they can fight without their DP. And there's a Snapfire ulti, and Radiant wins the fight. It was the Roche fight all over again. They have a Sapphire ulti, they win the fight. They fight without Snapfire ulti, they lose the fight. They fight with Snapfire ulti, they win the fight. It's almost like this Snapfire ulti does a lot of damage in the early game.
Yes. Yes, it does. You are correct. Yeah. This is surprisingly sloppy Dota from both sides, though. And I don't know. You expect more from these teams. Like these are fights you do not expect.
Yeah,
You'd agree with me on that, right?
100%. I feel like both teams got into this situation where the Dire team's probably frustrated because of the last game, and the Radiant team's probably frustrated because of their laning phase. So then they're both trying to make these calls that aren't necessarily good calls, but they just feel like they have to do something. And then you end up with these kind of sloppy situations. Also, I am surprised this DP won the bot lane, took the tower, and now just doesn't have a lot of net worth. For some reason, the Primal Beast almost has the same amount of as her. I guess she made a little bit of a comeback compared to the NP there.
See, you've missed the last land season. This just happens with this team. Reed will end up near or above Diesel in net worth just every game, pretty much a lot of the time. It's just the style this team plays, where Diesel does not hit that many creeps, and it instead is Reed who hits the creeps, and then they end up both being like 3.5s. You know, it just happens.
Yeah, so they're both 3.5s, like the original Eternal Kings with the Silver Pike and For the Swarm. Before I showed up, and I was like, "Hey, For the Swarm." I mean, that was the original Lads 3.5 offlane, was it not?
I wasn't around for that time. I wouldn't know. I know a lad's time before my time. That's how you know it's ancient history.
Yeah, then I showed up and I'm like, "Hey, For the Swarm, aren't you hitting creeps?" He's like, "But I'm allowed to hit creeps." I'm like, "Oh, I don't."
I'm allowed to hit creeps. Oh dear God.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Well, I don't. I'm a 5 player, and you guys stuck me on 4. I'm definitely not hitting creeps." He's like, "Oh shit, okay." And then everybody's like, "Oh my God, look at this guy. This guy's a god gamer. There's no way he's a divine player. He's 7K." And then it was just because the previous seasons he never got to hit creeps, and now all of a sudden he has all this farm. He's making like god tier plays. People are like, "This guy's good."
Oh dear God.
I think he was planning on playing next season, so you may see a return for the Swarm.
That'll be. We've seen a lot of these older school players return recently. I mean, obviously Nexty, full of old school players. You're back. Skater and Doss are back. A lot, Zarius Skater's back.
Well, Doss never left, but Skater's back.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, Skater's not. That's complicated. But we're seeing a lot of the old school players back. You are seeing a roll middle lane. It's Zeus under attack right now. DP silences. Zeus will be miss swashbuckle like that. Ghost Scepter.
Is he alive?
Gets away. He actually gets away.
Oh
wow.
No. That's huge. That is
now it's an avalanche in on Diesel. They want the Exo DP slain, and she's dead already. No Exo, no DP, she's down. The trade's for Tiny, but a very fantastic trade. And they'll have to leave Reed behind as well. Or maybe not. They're going on anyway. Ultra Gunner Bleak melding onto KU. KU is dead. 4 play is low. Cooking forward to bring down Reed, but he's dead on Furion. And now Zeus, this time has no TP. He already used it, and Ultra Gunner knows it. He can dive without care. Ghost Scepter on cooldown, TP on cooldown, life now on cooldown. And again, now it's your nightmare is over with the major advantage state again. It's a wild game. It's a truly wild game.
I just don't know what's happening in these team fights sometimes. Like, you just have one side clearly win a fight, and then you just have another side clearly win a fight. And it's like, but what happened in the middle of that? What caused that to happen?
I'm trying my hardest, don't worry. I'm trying my hardest to keep track of everything, but it's just so much stuff going on.
Like, you had a BKB Marcy, and you just blew up a DP, and then you just lose the fight. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. And the worst part for the Radiant is DP didn't even use their Exo. You can just
it instantly burst
push a
it
tower.
down. Again, that was the right move there, where you say, well, Gotta go on DP, right? Because if DP gets the Exo and the mech and survives, then that's a disaster, right? So
Yeah, you 100% have to go on this DP, but at the same time, then you leave Rolling Thunder up, and you have this TA can just freely hit people, and now this TA is even approaching a BKB, so she's really going to
oh
be able to hit
god,
people.
Reed just he onslaughted into the Radiant on accident. Like, oh, well, I'm just dead then. He's just dead.
He almost has a BKB complete, and so does the TA, so in the next couple of minutes here, you may just see the Dire start to snowball.
Yeah, again, that multi BKB timing, big spike there. We're not too far from more items as well on, say, Diesel or Mr. Lens. I mean, he's close to, I believe that he's going for the Aghanim Scepter first, so we're getting real close to some big pickups there. And bottom lane, foreplay! We'll actually get away. Thought Mr. Lens might go on him. I guess he didn't think he had enough follow-up. Instead, it'll be the free T2 tower, and if Radiant don't TP back now, it's going to be more. Wait, Dire will TP instead, so DP has left. And it seems like we'll see a sweep the map maneuver now, where the remainder of Nightmare is over. We'll head to the northwest, look to rendezvous with the team, and perhaps look to hunt down heroes. But KU is still staying. Mr. Lens and Diesel both want to poke at the Marcy, but Marcy walks away. Ultra is now arriving to the team fight, but blinks away instead. Now it's Tiny also blinking away, blink on blink action, and with that one happening, our skirmish will end up not turning into kills.
Yeah, I think both teams are a little bit scared to fight right now. Roche is back up. The Dire 100% know what's up as DA's right there.
Oh god, Reed again punished farm, and again, him dying is not a huge deal because he's trying to take the dangerous farm, but again, that's a very tanky hero dying very fast. The damage still remains there for the side of Shopify Rizzlers.
It may not seem like a big deal because it's just the pause form, but he's getting close to a BKB, and all of those deaths keep delaying that.
BKB apparently not free. Not free today. You gotta earn it if you read.
What movie is that from? Is it like is it Mary Poppins or something? It's like some sort of candy all for you today. I don't remember.
I'm surprised it's a reference you pull out of the bag. I'm really surprised.
What's wrong with Mary Poppins?
Nothing wrong with them. I'm surprised given your age. Wait. There we go. It's a two-man avalanche to run away from Ultra and Reed. And with that Wrath of Nature root, it'll set up the Mortimer's Kisses foreplay teams in with the Wraith Pact. Reed focuses it down, and now Ultra has the BKB ending somewhat soon. Earth Splitter will hit on only Snapfire. Both teams use a lot. Nobody dies. Everybody gets away.
We even saw during that fight there, Pango forced you to use his Invis rune and all of his bottle charges as Zeus dropped about 3 spells on him in the mid lane.
Dota 2, right? Dota 2.
But
Both teams. Oh.
Radiant in the Roche pit, but Dire no.
And both teams are aware of the importance of this Roshan, of course. Roll remains active. Mr. Lens is on the west side of the fight. Exo comes out from Diesel. Tiny is dropping, though not dead yet, but KU is slept. Yes, BKB does not want to use it quite yet. Walks away at about half HP. Foreplay roots at Wrath of Nature Ags. And now, Radiant have that vision on the high ground, and the Dire know it, but they can't stop it. As a result, this is not a safe area to the north of the pits. And the Exo may just be wasted. It's already running low on duration, so...
Exo and Rolling Thunder used. The only thing really used on the side of the Dire there is the Wrath of Nature and Wraith Pact.
We now get the D ward, but as that happens, KU walked into the Roshan, hit Roshan, and walked out of the Roshan pits. So
Yeah,
again, he wants to get that second Roche, but it's not free. It is not safe.
he can't really take it without his ulti, or at least Trian's tanking. But the amount of time that it's gonna take to take that Roche without his ulti, the Dire are 100% gonna scout it, and if they scout it and he's used his ulti, then they can't fight for 60 seconds because there's no way he's willing to fight without his ulti.
Radiant are smoked up. Alphic leading the way. He'll blink forward, but cannot find Ultra Lens quite yet. Avalanche misses. Reed, BKB blinks in. He wants anything he can. He'll pulverize, but he cancels it immediately. And now the roll continues. KU's on the high ground, dies to Ultra Gunner Mr. Lens. Speaking of Mr. Lens, he's rolling up looking for more as Kobe is being gone on by Ultra in the river. Actually, outside the river, over to the secret shop. It's Crony being again taken down by Mr. Lens. Another kill from Mr. Lens in this team fight. So 2 deaths, 1 TP away. That equals 1 fairly free Roshan, barring a hero play from Malefic. We saw it game 1 from Reed. We will not see a game 2 from Malefic. He dies to Reed. It's the 3rd kill now for Your Nightmare is Over. And again, 4Play will use the opportunity to push in the bottom lane, accepting that the accepting that the team fight is over, the team fight is lost. You have lost your carry, you have lost your middle laner, you have lost your force support. The Roshan will be lost, the Aegis and the Shard, and we have we've lost the pause apparently because we paused about some config issue apparently. So we're going to be back on into some more Dota 2 action with Ultra and Diesel in the pit. Shane is already TP'd away. But despite no Shane, it does not matter. It will be 2 lives for Ultra Gunner. He'll grab the Shard. He'll grab the Aegis, perhaps. Will he grab both? He will grab both. Thought it might be Diesel grabbing the Shard. Instead, it'll be Ultra grabbing both.
I'm surprised the Radiant went for that fight. You charge up the high ground with little to no vision. Right up the one spot, you know they're all going to be standing. Like, no wraparound, no nothing. Just charge right up the middle and just blindly walk in with a tiny. Like, neither team has any patience this game. They just want to fight whenever they can.
I guess, I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, from their perspective, if you don't take that fight, you just give up Roshan, that's really bad. It's hard to be patient for that long, I mean.
Do you give up Rosso? What if you just make the other team enter and then you fight them?
Maybe you're right, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to give a little too much credit there. What can you do?
But also at the same time, if you're gonna smoke, why don't you like wrap around and go like near the tier 2 tower north of the shrine?
You think about it, right? On that smoke play, it ended up at the stairs. It broke on Ultra and Lens. He blinked in, out of range of both. The odds his blink forward that hits on 2 cores, misses on the blink, is so unfortunate. It's so low, right? If that hits on Ultra or hits on Lens, that's a different fight. And it just didn't work out.
But they didn't have any follow-up, right? The Avalanche and then either the TA BKBs or the Pangolier rolls up and gets an ulti off.
I mean, you Avalanche, you toss, you cookie, and then you utilize the exceptional burst you have with the Furion, with the Marcy, and hope it's enough with the Zeus combo on top of that. If it's not enough, then you weren't winning a team fight anyways.
But you're now walking up a very tight enclosed area into an Elder Titan.
Pulverize on Crony. I mean, it's ET. You have BKB on Marcy. You have BKB on actually only Marcy. You give it Force Staff as well. I mean, ET spells are slow, dude. ET spells are slow. And unless you're like an actual experienced ET player, you probably can't use them very well. Like if this is flying Nightmare ET, I'd say yeah, that's an excellent point. But again, it's most ET players cannot play ET. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not that hard to check out a Natural Spirit and then quick Echo Stomp.
It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to toss it out and the long channel time. It's like 2 seconds between. Okay, if you include your brain reacting to stimuli, it's like 2.3 seconds from recognizing the situation to the cast animation to the appearance of the spirit to the stomp animation. It's a slow reaction time. Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, sure, but it still zones your Snapfire and your Zeus from going to that fight.
Maybe I'm viewing the team fight differently than you are. Maybe I'm overly coping. It's been the story of the night tonight, right? It's been a lot of cope action from Badger Pablo here. So
I don't know. I might be coping, but I feel like just charging up the stars like that is not a good idea, especially when you don't have the net worth advantage.
yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm trying to defend it, but you're just right. You're just completely right. Exo from Diesel. It's high ground time. If they can kill the DP, then the push will be evaporated, at least somewhat. But problem is, both DP and TA pretty hard to kill. The response is split push. 4-play top lane, KU bottom lane. Range racks dead mid. Melee racks get glyphed. KU is not at the base quite yet, neither is 4-play, so it will be middle racks taken by. Your nightmare is over, but the siege has just begun. Mid racks dead, bottom under duress. T3 roll comes in from Mr. Lens, finding Malefic. Pulverize goes forward on Kobe as well. So that's Snapfire, and now it's Tiny time. Both supports are dead, though. Snapfire and Tiny both buy back. Now, with Diesel dead, at least some kind of trade. Backdoor returns. It's a toss on Reed. So you at least get some kills on the way out. One on DP, one. Actually, be 3 kills. Mr. Lens dying. So sure, you got the barracks. You kept TA alive, but it's a costly loss of 3 kills, including 2 cores.
I feel like if they are going to go for that second set of racks, you go for the second set of racks. You don't go for a fight with your EXO ending.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
It looked like they just wanted to end the game there. Like, it looks like both teams just don't want to be here. I don't know how else to put it. Like, you just dove behind an Ancient to kill 2 supports, and they both had buyback. And now you're fucked because you don't have any of your spells up. You don't have any of your BKBs up. You use them. Who cares if you have an Aegis? That wasn't even the hero that went in.
Well, you don't even have that anymore either, because it's now turned into a Daedalus, which is a lot of damage, though does not give 2 lives. Ultra, you set up top lane, but again, going on Ultra, not the easiest job in the world, and they won't even try it quite yet. Your nightmare is over, have their team respawning. It's Mr. Lens alive in 5, the remainder of the team already on the way, but right now, Shopify are in a pretty good spot.
They have vision in this fight, and Dire
They
do
see
not.
4-play, but a good avalanche again from Pydock. Wrath of Nature will root up Diesel. He's inside the Sprout. Kisses are on the way. Mr. Lens is rolling. Radiant use their BKBs. Toss up on DP, and DP is dead. Ultra lost a man up. Brings down the Wraith back. Now heads to 4-play. 4-play has his BKB over. The E-Blade will delay the death. Will only delay the death. Chopper blinks for more. Finding a Pulverize on Tiny. Tiny has been inhibited by the Fusel Blade's slow, and Malefic will die as well. And now, over to Snapfire. Snapfire juked into the trees, TP'd away, but again, it's a dead Nature's Prophet, a dead Tiny. The latter is a dieback, so when your DP is alive in 35, perhaps it'll be time to jive and go again. Key problem, your DP has no way of getting to the team fight.
I mean, they can take the elbows.
Yeah, I've seen the ping from, I believe that is Reed ping, saying, hey guys, take this, channel this, I will TP in, then Diesel will TP in, and then we can play Dota 2, but for now, KU bottom lane wants a solo kill on Reed. He's unleashing the Pulverize, the counterplay. Reed was going to try to get away, but no, bashed down by KU. And sure, Diesel can TP in, but it'll be a 4v4 engagement quite soon. Mother Rack's dead. Ultra focuses buildings. Mr. Lens zones away. 2 racks now taken. Sapphire dropping. Mr. Lens gets the kill. And that too is a dieback. It's currently a 3v4. KU is in the Dire base. Nearly gets a T3. The siege unit will finish. No, it won't finish. It's one. It gets denied, so the job is finished, but still. It's most certainly a win for the side of your nightmare is over. Again, another full set of barracks taken. But it's not an over game yet. Sure, it's an advantageous state for the Dire side, but it's not over yet.
Yeah, with the amount of back and forth fights that have happened, I don't think this game's over until one of the Ancients actually falls.
And that T2 being a live top lane ensures Megas are not in the near future. The Rizzlers know they can play this sort of area of the map. And again, that area of the map is near Roshan as well, so that third Roshan could be a hotspot for some action soon. Before that, though, we're looking at some potential action top lane. A lot of heroes are poking their heads around towards this dire side top tier too.
Roche is back up, so I would not doubt see a big fight at Roche end the game for either the Dire or the Radiant.
And again, there's been a lot of pretty epic Roshan fights, not just this game, but also game 1 of the series. Both teams are aware of Roshan. By the way, the trap from Templar Assassin and the Treant from Foreplay, so both teams know it's a third Roshan with Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Shard available, so a lot of fun action.
I think the only thing the Dire have going for them right now is the fact that if they take Roche and the Radiant lose one fight, the game's over. If the Radiant win the fight and take Roche, they still have to win another fight to win the game.
And at that point, if you win the one fight, you'll probably be even odds to win the next fight. At least net worth wise, it'll be a very even game state. So if you win the fight, then you're in a position to win the next fight more easily if you are the Rizzlers. Problem is, winning that first fight might be difficult. It's going to rely on either a big outplay from the Rizzlers maneuvering-wise, or a big blunder from your Nightmare is over.
Yeah, I feel like the issue with
Link pulverize, finds Malefic. He'll die instantly, and he has no buyback. In comes an Unleashed KU, looking for Ultra Gunner who BKBs in time, and KU is instantly demolished by Ultra Gunner's crit on down. That's 4 dead, with the Snapfire and Zeus joining their teammates in the grave. Only Marcy has a buyback, and well, Foreplay, you cannot get away. He'll attempt to BKB in his Sprout and man fight. It will not work. He gets bashed. He gets brought on down. It's a whole 5-man wipe. And during all that, Roshan was taken. Aegis, Cheese, both to the big bad Templar Assassin. There's still a shard in there that'll be grabbed by Reed, and well, now the game's looking a little bit over.
Yeah, the Dire get the jump, and the Radiant try and counter-initiate, and I feel like when you're 10k net worth behind, you can't do that. You just gotta let your Tiny die.
By the way, they gave the Refresher Shard to Diesel, so he's another EXO. Yeah, and Marcy can buy back. Marcy probably has to buy back. Tree Volley will do very little damage. Mr. Lens is rolling on around, stunning Tiny. Marcy still is not bought back, alive in 16. Cookie will cancel the Pulverize, but it's still Megas. For the Dire side, Reed is in the fountain and now is in the grave, but the T4s may join him in the grave. 1 tier 4 is dead, and with that 1 tier 4 taken, it's disengagement time for the Dire side. They're running away right now, and well, you probably could have gotten more if you were Shane and company, but it's hard to not be content with your game. That's Megas, that's 1 tier 4, that's a buyback on Foreplay. A lot of big gains there.
Yeah, I think they're just going to wait for the Primal Beast to respawn, and then they'll probably go again. They definitely do need to go again, though, because this Radiant team, I think they just smoked underneath this trap. I don't know if that trap actually saw them or not. But
probably did, yeah.
They have the ability to defend against Megas. They have a Prophet, they have a Zeus, they have a Battle Fury, Marcy, they have Tree Volley on the Tiny, they even have the Snapfire Cookie with the Shard. So they have the ability to defend this, but I don't know if Dire's going to expect this play here. It kind of seems like they do.
And again, the Radiant scan, they know exactly where it's happening, but the problem is they're set up so well right now.
Yeah, there's no way they didn't see that smoke.
And we're going to go on Mr. Lens. Mr. Lens gets demolished! And KU wants to go on Ultra. Ultra blinked away in time. The refraction kept his blink active. So again, despite having an idea of what was happening, it still wasn't enough. instant burst, instant bring down on the Pangolier, and again, that's a very tanky hero, not one used to dying that fast. But I guess Pangolier is not that tanky in a vacuum. He's more tanky in the chaos of a team fight with shield crash buffs. But in that scenario, he's not even that tanky.
Yeah, especially not against a Mercy. A Mercy just deletes things.
Boom, boom, boom,
That
boom, boom, slap.
might actually be pretty huge though, because that delays this Radiant push into the the Dire push into the Radiant base by quite a bit. So they'll only have a minute to try and take the throne on Aegis, like with Aegis, if the Pangolier TPs to the fight and they start it instantly. And it looks like they're starting to shove their lanes out and look to posture to do that. There is going to be a DD as well, so they might just go for it here.
Seems like they'll wait for Pangolier to not be dead. He'll TP to the Dire outpost, but again, they want the DD as you mentioned. There's no bottle anymore though, so
yeah, they're gonna wait until the Tango's alive and TP's in, and they'll probably take it and look to end straight away.
Probably that sounds correct to me.
That TA is quite scary. He can, with a DD, might even be able to 1 or 2 shot this Marcy.
Yeah, and again, Marcy, strength hero, 16 armor, not that squishy, but it's just a lot of damage.
Yeah, there's no way you can't focus this TA with this DD, but it's going to be hard because she's going to have about 30 seconds left on Aegis.
It's 2 lives, BKB. Also, the refraction. Notice that Ultra did a good job of pre-refractioning for the fights. So he has the refraction defensive buff going into the fight, and then can refraction again mid-fight. So it's hard to catch him between refractions like that. So we're fractioned up now.
Radiant is not set up for this.
Well, onslaught forward, blink, no polarize, good blink reaction in turn. Mr. Lens is rolling, buying space. Problem is, Radiant have glyphed. This next bit of time from Diesel, Ultra has a DD ending soon. The tier 4s are also dead. Diesel, Ultra gets going on, Avalanche and Toss, but it's a refraction. In turn, in comes Reed, pulverizing, foreplay, KU, Mance, up looking for Ultra Gunner, doing so much damage, but Ultra's still alive, expires, Ultra is dying, no Aegis, they kill him! They've brought down the big bad Templar assassin, they brought down Reed as well, Ultra buys back, and now Rizzlers need to heal desperately, their throne is under attack, Mr. Lens is rolling, Diesel goes from the throne, Ultra is running over, KU wants to man up, has the Abyssal Blade, the throne, still alive in a quarter HP, KU is slept with a 3-man stomp from fantastic disengagement stomp. I was looking to re-engage once again. Diesel wants to hit the throne. Pydock goes in, want to go on Ultra. Ultra uses Pydock already. Throne's still dying. Diesel siphons, fearing away Tiny. Ultra's manning up. They've got the TA locked down. Whistle Blade, TA is dead. That's a dieback on Ultra Gunner. Tiny buys back. The throne is still alive. It's dying. Diesel hitting it. Throne low, dropping. It's over. It's a 1-1 draw. And an epic crescendo. Your nightmare is over. Make it a 1-1 draw between them and the Shopify Rizzlers.
That was getting scary for the Dire there for a second. Your TA dies on dieback. You don't have an Exo to hit the throne. It was close.
Man, if that throne had like 700 more HP, it's just every game, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think the shitty part for the TA there was she didn't have very much time left on Aegis, so she wanted to leave, and she gets tossed back in by the Tiny, and she's sitting there. She has a cheese in her backpack, and she would have probably have loved to use it, but you can't swap out an Aegis, and it expires, and she gets hit almost instantly and doesn't regain any health from it, and just dies the first time, buys back, and doesn't have a BKB for the second fight.
What can you do? Whew. Good series. I mean,
Yeah.
other than the Twitch issues, and the Dota TV issues, and the pause issues, good series.
I mean, at least the pauses were like at the start of the game. I think there's one that wasn't, or there's two, one each game. I think. I don't remember, to be honest. But
All right. I am sick of Twitch's particular brand of shit tonight, and I am interested in ending the stream. Do you have any final words, call out, shout outs to say to the people of League of Legends?
Well, first, weren't you gonna keep it on and stress test it?
Oh yeah, I should do that.
But I guess the other thing is, for shoutouts, is that I don't have any.
Not your team, not your friends, nobody.
I don't have friends.
Oh, okay. Thanks for coming on, Artorius. Joining me for this 1-1 draw between Your Nightmare is Over and the Shopify Rizzlers. My name is Badger. If you enjoyed my casting, want me to cast your games, cast tournaments, contact me over on Discord, Badger5713, or on Twitter, twitter.com/BadgerDota2. You're a pro TO, DPC organizer, contact me at those same places. I can cast with Logical or an analyst of your choosing for your very cool events. I actually am going to keep the stream on because that's my boy Shinsu Eel. Let's go, baby! I guess I'm gonna keep the stream on, but I'm gonna deafen the sound and I'm gonna deafen my mic. So I'm gonna put on the stream that it's gonna be a stress test. Please leave the stream. If you stay, you have been warned, but I digress. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great night. You are right. You already get some sick RuneScape gameplay if you stay, but other than that, no sound. So have a good night, everyone.